4 tips to improve your CS and farm like the pros. League of Legends. Farming in League of Legends is a critical skill that all players should learn to master. Not only is it the most efficient way of earning gold and XP, but having a more excellent CS score over the enemy will allow you to get your core items before them. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here's our list of 4 tips to improve your CS and farm like the pros do. Number 4. Wave Management. Wave management is something vital to learn in League of Legends. The wave executioners save your life, assist you with getting kills, and increment your CS score. If you realize how to deal with the waves ideally and get where you need the wave to be at some random time, you will make cultivating a lot simpler. For example, if your boss is feeble in the early game, you might wish to keep the wave closer to your side of the guide so you don't move drafted away from the homestead. For instance, Ryze in the top path might wish to keep the wave closer to his pinnacle and try not to push against the Renekton. If the Renekton comprehends the wave on the board, the Renekton might freeze the wave close to their pinnacle and you cannot farm. If you overextend and attempt to get the ranch, Renekton could be all in you. You will pass up more CS if you bite the dust and give Renekton a significant gold benefit. From here, he could either keep on drafting you and all in you when you stroll back to the path. To get where you should keep the follower wave, I would initially ask yourself a couple of inquiries. Is your hero feeble in the early game? If they are powerless, you might need to keep the follower wave nearer to your side of the guide. Keeping the wave here will offer you greater survivability and added security. Is it safe to say that you are behind? At the point when you're behind, you should keep the wave closer to your side of the guide. This will permit you to get what cultivated you can without overextending or moving drafted away by the adversary. We could ask ourselves a wide range of inquiries concerning the path state, yet let us continue. You've concluded that you need to keep the follower wave closer to your side of the guide. However, how would you do this precisely? Initially, there should be more flunkies in the path than associated ones. If there are 3 unified cronies, there should be up to 3 more, totaling 6 foe followers in the path. Also, you'll need to keep away from the auto-assaulting or utilizing spells on the cronies. Just last hit the followers without a moment to spare. Along these lines, the wave won't gradually crawl towards the adversary. Number 3. Figure out how to farm under tower. On the off chance that you end up being pushed under your pinnacle in the early game, you might end up battling to get the followers because the pinnacle keeps eating them up. To simplify you to get flunkies, you need to follow this strategy for the last hitting. Kindly note that this strategy for the last hitting is, for the most part, focused on any hero in the early planning stage. No part things. On the off chance that you have extra AD items, you won't have to follow this strategy too intently. For scuffle cronies, let the pinnacle hit them twice before managing the last blow. If you auto assault before the second shot hits, you'll miss the gold. You have some opportunity to go for flunkies, yet you need to auto assault them twice to get the last hit. You can either auto once, let the pinnacle hit them, and afterwards polish it off with an auto, or on the other hand, you can allow the pinnacle to hit them first, then at that point, auto assault it twice. In any case, it is a lot harder to do this because of the individual hero's assault speed. If you're a support principal, kindly assist your ADC ranch under the tower by hitting the back followers once to set them up for your ADC. Your ADC will see the value in it. Why is having a decent CS score significant? Securing the last hit on a minion or beast will offer you XP and gold. During the planning stage, you will depend intensely on the followers to furnish you with gold. If you can get a ton of these cronies and gain a benefit over the foe later, you will have more gold than them. Having a gold lead over the adversary will get you a superior initial back and permit you to get your center things before the foe. Improving things will assist you with winning exchanges or help you with enduring the landing stage. For example, an ADC backing with more than 1300 gold would permit them to get a moon quiver, while an ADC backing on 900 gold would have the option to get a pickaxe. The hero with Moon Quiver will have more harm, which will empower them to win a conflict. Acquiring a little CS lead could accelerate into kills, destinations, and a whole lot more. This is the reason to secure as much CS as humanly conceivable during the landing stage. Number 2. Track the enemy jungler. Tracking the enemy jungler can assist you with getting more CS. On the off chance that you realize that they're not close by, you can make more forceful plays or hope to stroll up and break freezes, or do a massive load of various wave the executive strategies. One motivation behind why following the foe jungler is significant is that it can save your life. If you stroll up and the adversary jungler is close by, you will doubtlessly bite the dust. While you're dead, you cannot get any cronies, which implies you will fall behind in gold and XP. You will likewise give the adversary later an XP and gold benefit, which they could use to accelerate. Biting the dust and falling behind can rapidly accelerate into falling further behind. Try not to disparage what one passing can cost you in the path in gold and XP, things, and levels. You can do different things to follow the foe jungler by consistently watching the guide and abstaining from overextending when you don't know where they are. You can likewise put wards around your path and the waterway to recognize the foe jungler before they pay you an unexpected visit. Examples of good cultivating champions. Talking, any boss can be acceptable at cultivating. In any case, a few bosses will see it harder than others. For example, champions with low base AD details will see it harder to hit last. Likewise, some top dog activities are not exceptionally decent with regards to the last hitting. Champions like Baskin, Rumble, or Nautilus ring a bell when I consider horrendous auto-assault activities. Champions who ought to make simple memories piling up those CS numbers are champions with AoE capacities, as they can kill various foe cronies without a moment's delay. Champions with jab capacities are additionally great, as they can bring down one crony from a remote place. Champions fabricate AD things as they improve their auto-assault harm. Ezreal. Ezreal is a decent cultivating champion, as he can utilize his Q to assist him with killing followers. It additionally has a short cooldown and a low mana cost, which is exceptionally valuable for killing followers. When utilizing your capacities in League of Legends, do you utilize them to cultivate with, or do you absolutely use them as a jabbing instrument? Did you realize that perhaps the ideal methods of using your capacities are in a way that permits you to last hit while likewise managing to harm the adversary's support? Advocates, for example, Severe, Syndra, Orianna, and Diana, have AoE capacities that can harm numerous adversaries immediately. You should attempt to point your capacities if you can so they hit both low well-being cronies and the foe champion simultaneously. It relies vigorously upon the top dog you're playing and the circumstances you're in, and you may not have any desire to do this if you would prefer not to push the wave. In any case, as a rule, these bosses will need to push the wave after their first back. They will likewise think that it is not difficult to push and jab simultaneously, as they will have a ton of harm and lower cooldowns. Getting CS in League of Legends is significant. It would help you if you had the gold to get things rapidly and to dominate the match. If you're at an extreme gold deficiency, you will see it exceptionally difficult to dominate the match, as the adversary will be way more grounded and tankier than you. We hope these tips will assist you with expanding your gold play in the early game, or possibly help you deliver how one slip up can set you back a ton. Thanks for hanging in there till the end. We'll see you in the next video.